Hey Lightweights, and welcome back to some more Mass Effect 3. Alright guys, so unfortunately, I recorded the second part of the Dr. Bryson's DLC and completed it, and for some reason the footage was so choppy it was like 20 frames per second. It was unwatchable and unusable for editing purposes, so unfortunately, this will technically not be my first playthrough of the end of this DLC because I can't use that footage, and there's no way I'm gonna make you guys watch that because it was that bad. It was like jump, 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 and it was a 2-hour video, so my face cam was 2 hours, and that footage was like 30 minutes shorter because it was just so choppy and ridiculous. So I apologize that this is not technically my first playthrough for the ending of this DLC, and it's also super unfortunate because the ending of this DLC had some really cool stuff and some really big revelations that I wish you would have gotten to see my first reaction to. But yeah, I might include my original camera footage from when I first learned the secrets of Leviathan, just so you can kind of see my initial reaction without the gameplay. But I'm not editing it yet, so I don't know what I'm going to do or not going to do. So I'm just going to throw this out there for you guys to know, because I like to be fully transparent. I like to make sure you guys are 100% in the know of everything that's going on. I don't want to try to hide anything. So that's that. The other thing I did is a shit ton of scanning. I think I basically got everything up to 100% with the exception of a few.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need
So
ground transport?
I did find the, I need
to get to the embassies.
Yes, Commander.
fossil. The Caeciliasaur fossil, whatever the hell that was. And I did not find the Cerberus ciphers, so I looked that up and it looks like I missed it. So the first thing I'm going to do is try to buy those.
No, I know what I said. Divert forces to the new coordinate.
Caeciliasaur fossil. I did find that, but I was not able to find this. And apparently I missed it in one of those N7 missions. So I'm just going to see if I can purchase it. Unless I found it already and I just need to turn it in. I don't know. That's not where I want to go. But let's see if that's something I can purchase first. Then I'm going to turn that fossil in. Then we'll continue with the Dr. Bryson DLC. Okay, transfer authorization, private to lobby. Private to lobby has requested a transfer to a unit actively engaged against Reaper hostiles. A note from Sergeant Olemba says Private to lobby is an exceptional engineer, recommending her for duty on a team set to sabotage Reaper processing centers. Inspector authorization would fast track this request. So that must be what I was overhearing, where her brother is a Cerberus agent. Yeah, missed those. Damn. Oh well, that's okay. At least you can buy them. So I'm gonna turn both these in, and then do the Bryson DLC, and then after that we will check the war assets. I have not checked the war assets since doing all that scanning, so I don't know where I'm at. But I got a lot. I got a lot of stuff. I feel like most of it was like fuel wreckage.
Urgently, human, I must speak to you on behalf of my people.
What is it?
Holding sorrow, Dakuna, my home world, the Reapers have come. Holding sorrow, our warriors are under siege, but your forces can rescue them. Urgently, please. All the other races have turned us aside.
How do your people fight?
Proudly, with VI-assisted infantry. Our soldiers carry heavy weapons into battle mounted on their backs. Mixed pride and shame, our enemies have called us living tanks, as well as names less flattering.
I'll take the Normandy as soon as we have time.
Relief. Thank you, Commander. Small hope. Perhaps we can evacuate some of our civilians when your forces arrive. Anxiously, I will remain here for news. Please hurry. Dakuna burns.
How the hell did I miss that? I don't know. I don't know how I missed that. This part I did not do though. I just did the DLC. Realized my footage was fucked. Got really frustrated. Had to make myself not cry because it was 2 hours worth of recording that I had to throw down the drain. Flush down the drain. Throw in the garbage. I don't know. Whatever. And so I decided to do some scanning.
Actually, I found a Cacliosaur skull preserved in amber. Maybe you could clone it, or...
You're kidding? You're kidding. Seriously? Well, if the genetic material is intact, we could... We've got cloning facilities on Surkesh. Cacliosaur genes were remarkably pliable. Cloning might be effective.
Nice. So I did all the scanning, obviously off camera. That's when I got that. So I did not do this part. This trying to turn these in is my first time. Yay.
We need to shield the artifact they've got here right away.
Using Garneau's data, I should be able to accomplish this without difficulty.
Damn thing's been here the whole time. Why weren't we affected?
Perhaps the amount of time spent near the artifact is key. After a certain duration, it affords Leviathan an impressive mind control capability.
I am, however, going to make all of the same decisions that I made last time. I didn't have an issue with the decisions I made, so that's, you know, fine. But also, I want to make sure it's exactly the same so you guys can see how I chose to do it the first time.
I'd call it dangerous as hell. Bryson's assistant tried to kill me.
Perhaps Leviathan was controlling him to protect itself, diverting people away from its trail.
Maybe. It just shows we don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Despite the risk, this artifact remains our only link to finding Leviathan. Perhaps we could find more information about it here in the lab.
Agreed. Bryson's team might have turned up something we missed. I'll look around.
Initial tests. Artifact test negative for infrared and ultraviolet emissions. No gamma or X-ray radiation detected. Follow-up test. Artifact does not react to application of various stimuli. Internal readings inconclusive. No progress in determining age. Guess I stayed here all night finding out that this thing isn't really important. Fell asleep at desk. The first time I read that, I said, oh, they're indoctrinated already. Conclusion. Artifact is definitely inert and safe. Recommend keeping it here for reference. And then I read this part and I was like, oh, 100% indoctrinated. We should all be near it. May be more useful than Leviathan in long run. Recommend we abandon hunt for Leviathan and seek more productive studies.
They were testing the artifact for energy emissions.
And found nothing. Still, I recommend leaving it shielded.
Anything interesting about the artifact's structure?
It is not constructed of the same compounds used in standard Reaper technology. Beyond that, nothing of relevance.
Edie, what project was Garneau working on when he found the artifact?
Basilisk.
Got anything on Basilisk?
Several ships, a mythical creature, and a rare mid-tier enemy type in the Galaxy of Fantasy video game. It possesses a gaze attack capable of triggering synced animation kills. Player forums describe it as overpowered.
I meant the project, Edie.
Oh. Then, no.
There's got to be something here on this artifact. What about the server?
Bryson's assistant wiped the office server and destroyed all backups, likely before killing Bryson. However, records show new messages on Bryson's personal comm terminal upstairs.
Could be worth a look.
A message from Dr. Bryson's daughter, Anne. According to my records, she worked with her father.
I'm at the dig site in the Pylos Nebula. Project Scarab paid off. I've got another artifact like the one Garneau found. I
think it could be affecting people's behavior. You need to shield the one in your office. I tried to warn Garneau, but I can't get through. We've got Reaper scouts coming in toward the main site. I'm heading to the secondary base to grab what research I can.
Anne Bryson was attempting to contact Garneau on the asteroid colony. She seems to know something about the artifact.
She sounded worried.
If Reaper forces were approaching, her concern was warranted.
Let's hope we get to her before they do.
She said she was in the Pylos Nebula, working for Project Scarab. That cluster contains several systems. I'll call up the nebula on the galaxy map. We may also search the lab for clues to narrow down her location.
Okay, so then I first went and looked at this thing over here, I think. Project Basilisk, Team Leader Garneau, Transport MSV Kirkwall, Project Scarab, Team Leader Bryson, Transport MSV Icarus.
Anne Bryson flew out on a ship called the Icarus. Can you track its movements?
No. The Reapers have disrupted civilian comm buoys. But we might learn more if we find the ship's specifications.
Then I did this
Any
one.
correlation between Project Scarab and these unexplained creature sightings?
Not beyond Leviathan itself.
Then I did this
Any
again.
idea if Project Scarab involved Element Zero?
Unlikely. We may learn more from the Project Requisitions locker.
Then I said, where's the locker? And then I found this.
There are specifications for several ships here. We need to find the Icarus.
Then I tried touching the screen. That did not do what I wanted, and instead she repeated herself and said, no, we need Icarus. And I said, yes, bitch, I know, I was trying to change it. And then I did this.
The Icarus. Here we go.
The ship has enhanced electrostatic discharge cells. They facilitate long-range FTL travel.
So they jumped to the Pylos Nebula by mass relay, then flew to another system.
Yes. Otherwise, they would have chartered a less expensive ship.
Okay, we can rule out the relay system.
Okay. Then I came over here. I tried to open this, and she said I needed a key.
The locker is secure. We must locate an access card to open it.
Then I opened this drawer and found the key. Play by play.
Access card for the requisitions locker?
Yes. According to records, it was last used by Anne Bryson to obtain equipment for Project Scarab.
Then I opened it.
Let's see what Anne Bryson requisitioned for Project Scarab. Didn't need an environmental suit. Wind protection gear.
Based on what Anne Bryson did or did not requisition, the dig site was arid but habitable.
Get me a filter for systems with compatible planets.
Then I came over here and I did this.
Based on the search data, it is one of these two systems.
And then I did this.
Based on the data, only one system remains a viable possibility.
Good. Let's go get Anne Bryson.
And then I went. I said, but dang it, that means that I could have narrowed it down last time and I missed stuff. And then I left. Also, if this seems a little bit choppier, I am stopping my recording about every 30 minutes or so to make sure that it's actually working properly. That way, if I have to redo things again, I'm only having to redo 30 minutes and not 2 hours. Oh wait, I don't need to dock. Shit. Shit! Ah! Damn it! I'm losing my goddamn mind. Losing it! This game wants me to go crazy. Even though that part was my fault. I'm blaming the game. Blaming the game! I'm gonna have to look up that frickin' Cerberus thing though. Okay. Leave orbit.
Signal confirmed.
Search successful.
We have located Anne Bryson's dig site.
Hell yeah, land. I forgot to read it, but I apologize for that. But I've already read it. Okay, so when I did this, I took Liara and shit. I think Javik. And then the next time I took Liara and James.
I understand we have reports of an attack on a group of scientists.
Right. Edie, can you tell us anything else?
This is the main site of a series of excavations established under Dr. Garrett Bryson. Staff records confirm the project lead is his daughter, Anne. She has recently uncovered another artifact possibly linked
How's that
to
not spilling?
Leviathan. That discovery must have made this dig site a target.
What is it called? Water, not water tension, surface tension. Whatever that keeps the water from like spilling instantly because it's got like tension.
Yes. The attack means the Reapers are one step ahead of us. We need to pick up the pace. And since Bryson's daughter is our only lead, our objective is clear. Cortez?
Nothing so far, Commander. If she's down there, she hasn't responded to our hails. Getting some strange signals, though. Give me a minute.
The artifact she uncovered may have caused additional problems. Who knows what we'll find?
Agreed. Take us in closer.
Copy that.
And then I said, oh, are those big Reaper things?
We have hostiles!
And then I said,
Take us in.
Commander, on the landing platform!
and then I said,
That's her. Okay, let's get...
yes, they are.
Tracking multiple boats!
Get us over there!
Negative, it's too hot. Heading to lower platform. Hang on. There, go!
Jump!
We have to move, Commander.
And not that you guys will believe me, but I did this first try last time.
She's somewhere above us.
All of this, I didn't die a single time. So if I die this time,
Is anyone
that will be
there?
annoying.
I'm coming down.
No, stay where you are. This is Commander Shepard of the Alliance Navy. It's too dangerous. We'll come to you.
Yes, okay. You should take the elevator up on the far side.
Copy that. We're on our way.
Making me just as dizzy this time as it did last time. I hate when they do that fake movement thing with the screen. Like that.
Through here.
Commander, they're swarming everywhere up here.
Can you find a place to hide?
I'll try.
Get there. Stay put.
And then I stopped to admire this and said, holy shit, it's a Reaper. And then I said, wait, is Leviathan actually a Reaper? That's not what I meant to do. I meant to take cover on the wall. Because we had had that conversation with Liara last video, and then I thought that picture seemed to prove it. If that was in fact Leviathan.
I'm tired of Reapers doing that all the time.
And then I laughed and said, me too, Javik, me too. And that guy last time took me by surprise and did more damage than he should have, and I was annoyed.
Looks like a bridge over there.
Then I saw this with those, and I said, "What the hell?" or something like that. Not those words exactly. I think I stuttered a lot and was like, "I don't, what, huh, what?" Pretty sure those are my exact words.
The bridge is operational. Raising it now.
Banshee!
And then I said, "Fuck!" Barrier.
Got it!
Okay, then we're gonna do. Pretty well last time with that too. She died basically right there last time as well.
That elevator can't be far.
I hate those banshees. I don't ever want to fight those banshees. But I feel like when I have Liara, at least, and Javik, I do pretty well against them.
This way.
Because they both have good abilities for the barrier and the armor.
I see the elevator, Commander.
Got it.
And then I said,
the elevator's blocked. Is there
of
another
course
way
it
up?
is.
I'll override the pod door near you. There's an access point above, Commander, but you'll have to climb to it.
Copy that.
I did not do that last time. That was a new move for me. Oh, shit. Also, Javik did not die last time either. He went in the house. He was fine. So that's kind of annoying. Alright, we've got armor on, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. And we're gonna do that. Squish. What the hell? Where did you come from? Javik! My guy! You did not die a single time the first time I did this! What are you doing? Please. For the love of all the Protheans. Be better! If there's anything here though. Yeah, okay, let's go.
Find another way.
We can make it through here.
Commander, they attacked my assistant Hopkins. We're being cornered.
Stay hidden, Doctor.
We're trying, but there's too many of them. Hurry!
I said, oh, this is definitely a fight. They're giving us cover. The same thing happened last time too. There's a couple points where I wasn't sure if I was actually going the correct way because I felt like I was going backwards. But I was in fact going the correct way.
Elevator's online. We're coming up.
Please hurry. I think Hopkins is dead.
He tried to run. I told him not to, but he wanted to help the others. Where did everyone go?
I'm sorry. They didn't make it. Doctor, I need you to come with me.
Oh god. Yes, of course.
Come with me if you want to live. World's best Arnie impersonator.
I was at another dig site when they attacked. I got back as quick as I could, but what's happening?
Commander, look.
I'm not sure, but it might have something to do with these paintings. Is that Leviathan?
Yes. Yes, we think so. It's old, much older than my father thought. And there, as if the natives were under its power. Clearly a Reaper, but acting alone. Not like any Reaper we've seen before.
Doctor, I understand you found something recently.
The artifact. Yes, of course. Incredible. It's just ahead. It may sound strange, but I'm certain it affects people. Their behavior. I've only had a short time to study it.
Not strange at all. Did you find anything?
Not much, but I did learn something about the energy it generates.
Get down! What are they doing?
They've activated it. I've never managed anything darkness must not be breached.
Shepard! Take it out!
Yes, Commander.
You okay? Cortez, we have Ann Bryson. Need a pickup.
On my way, Commander.
Copy that. You see the shuttle? You run. Don't look back.
Okay. Yes.
We need to get rid of that harvester.
We'll bring it down.
Shit! God damn it. Excuse me, Javik. Oh! I did run over here because I wanted to check to make sure there wasn't anything. And
Copy that. Everybody, let's go.
there was stuff that I needed. So I'm gonna get it again. And then I said, do I have to kill them all or can I just run? And I just ran. And then I yelled at her and said, hurry up!
You okay?
Yeah, Commander. I think so. I blacked out.
Leviathan took control of you. We cut the connection before you got hurt.
Leviathan itself? That's incredible.
The Reapers seem as interested in it as we are.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way.
We were hoping you could help us figure out why. But first, Doctor, I have some bad news.
Anne, please. Suppose Leviathan's broken away from the other Reapers. Never went back to dark space. Like a rogue, or even a defector. I have to call my father. He'll want to know.
Anne, you need to listen to me, okay? Your father is dead. Sorry.
He's... What? Dead? He can't be dead.
We met with him, hoping to find out what he knew. Something happened.
Something happened?
You're not the first to lose control. Your father's assistant. One minute he was fine. The next... he drew a gun on your father. I couldn't stop him.
I can't believe this.
We have to find out what's behind it all. You're the only one who can help us. Anne?
I want to see his office.
We'll arrange for transportation and meet you there.
I don't think I scanned everything in here last time, so I'm gonna do that now too.
I found something.
Oh no, I did do this because I called it sinus as a joke. 80 moons, pretty cool. Don't ask me where the rest of the stuff was, because I don't remember. There it is. I love when you find those and it gives you enough to fully resupply you.
Signal confirmed. Faster than light jump successful.
I don't know if I got all that last time or not. I'll have to go back off camera and get that. Not gonna worry about it right now. It's probably just more fuel.
Hello? Anne? You here? Anne?
Oh, Commander. Yes, I'm sorry. Just... This is hard.
Of course. You alright?
Yes. No. I don't know. My father and I didn't leave things in a great state.
An argument?
Yes. It was trivial. A disagreement on how to file some of the specimens. I was mad about something else. I don't remember what. And I took it out on him. So stupid.
That's alright. I can come back.
No, please. I'm okay. Seeing all this again? He was so obsessed. Crazy sometimes.
I didn't get a chance to know him.
Oh, sometimes I felt the same way. He was a great man. A pioneer. But he could be distant. I felt like an inconvenience growing up.
You sound angry.
I was angry. Still am, I guess. But sometimes, he was so full of stories, he nearly burst. I love that about him. It's why I signed up for this work. I can't believe he's gone.
We'll figure this out.
We have to. I need to know what's on the other end of that artifact. What he died for.
We need your help. You're our last chance.
You're right. Let me dig into my father's work to see what I can find.
Anne, you sure you're up for this?
Yes. When Leviathan took control of me, I remember being somewhere cold and dark. But my father taught me to never be afraid of the dark.
I'm still amazed your father got his hands on a piece of a Reaper.
He was so excited. Your claims validated years of work.
Did you take appropriate steps to prevent indoctrination?
Of course. It was completely shielded, and we all had regular psych evals. But now, thanks to the artifact, I'm indoctrinated anyway, aren't I? Might as well be a Arachnite drone waiting for orders from the Queen.
You studied the Arachnite?
I wrote my dissertation on them. My father thought it was a waste of time, but now, he might actually help us understand Leviathan.
In what way?
We think of the Rachni as telepathic, but there's really no such thing. At short range, the Queen uses pheromones to give orders. At long range, she uses an organic kind of quantum entanglement communicator. Whatever Leviathan does must be similar, entangling particles to stimulate neural activity. It uses the artifact to establish a connection, and then it controls the mind of anyone near it.
Hey, Lola. Need a
And then I
hand?
said, James, when did you get here?
What brings you down here, James?
Heard you're closing in on the Reaper killer. Anything that can scare those bastards has to be worth a look.
That's what I'm hoping.
Commander, you see this thing? This is great! Ouch! Hey, Edie, husk bites, they don't turn you into a husk or anything, right?
I recommend you apply Metagel.
We didn't detect any energy emissions from the artifact.
But the Reapers were able to use the artifact to trace it.
My theory is that most of the time, the artifact simply acts as a receiver. We'll only be able
That
to
did not
trace
happen
the
last time.
through it when it actively takes control of someone.
As it did on the asteroid.
Right. Unless it needs something, Leviathan doesn't bother communicating. I guess it and my father had something in common.
You said Leviathan's control was similar to a quantum entanglement communicator, which is untraceable.
Yes, but this isn't a natural QEC. Leviathan has to send a pulse through the artifact to alter your mind and create the quasi-QEC effect.
And that can be traced.
Right. Just like at the dig site. The Reapers were tracing the signal by activating the artifact. My father wanted to be at that dig site. He was getting too old for long digs, but he hated being stuck in the lab. He nearly missed my graduation because he was on a dig. Showed up still wearing his field gear. God, he'd have hated dying here.
And I know this is hard, but if there's anything more you can tell us.
I don't think there's anything more I can tell you. But maybe I can show you.
What are you saying?
The artifact only sends out a signal when Leviathan's controlling someone. So let it control me. You could trace the signal.
You mean let it take you over? That's too dangerous.
It's my call, not yours. You said I'm your last chance to find this thing.
We have no idea what will happen.
If we wait, the Reapers will get to Leviathan first. I'm the only one here who's spent enough time with it to do this. You're looking for something to fight the Reapers, Commander. I'm looking for the monster that murdered my father.
We still don't know what we're looking for.
Then let's find out.
Commander, this thing we're doing with Anne sounds dangerous as hell.
Noted. Edie?
Energy signature locked in. Waiting for activation.
You sure about this?
Yes. I'm sure.
I'm gonna be right here.
Okay. I'm ready.
James, drop the containment shield.
Shield is dropped.
Artifact online.
Anything?
Nothing yet. Wait. There's something. I feel a chill.
Edie?
No trace yet.
Holy hell!
Signal is tracking. Maintain connection.
Turn back. The darkness can't be breached.
Yo!
Maintain connection.
Listen to me. I found you, and the Reapers are right behind me.
You have brought them.
You are a threat.
So are you. I've seen what you can do. The war needs you.
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Edie, do we have enough?
Partial lock. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
You heard her. We got enough. I'm hitting the shield.
I stopped him the first time.
Belay that, Lieutenant.
Belay that, Lieutenant.
Now,
Belay that, Lieutenant.
I stopped him the first time.
Signal is fading. Maintain connection.
We can fight them. We can win this.
The cycle cannot be broken.
You're wrong.
Focusing the point of origin. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
I'm stopping this!
I did not stop him the second time because she looked like she was in rough shape.
Jeez. Look at her.
Anne, are you alright?
I'm not sure. It hurts.
It's gonna be okay. You did great. Edie, did we get anything?
Yes, Shepard. But it will take time to search. Coordinates sent to the Normandy.
This better be worth it.
Agreed, Lieutenant. Anything else, Anne?
It was dark. Cold. I can tell you this much. Leviathan is angry.
It knows we're getting close.
I think it wants to kill you.
Come on, let's get you some help.
I said add it to the list. So does everybody else. Okay, when I scanned this and read through everything, I was like, this would be the perfect spot for Leviathan because it's mostly water. They just discovered it. I did not find this one first. I went to the other place and it was the wrong one, so then I came here.
These coordinates match our trace of Leviathan.
I think what I'm gonna try to do is I still have my face cam footage, so when I get to like the cutscene of Leviathan, I'm gonna try to splice in my original footage, my original reaction, and time it up as best as I can. That way you guys can see my original reaction and not my like, oh, I already know what's happening reaction. And if I do that, underneath my little picture, I'll put like original recording or something like that, or just original, so that way you know. And this time I brought Liara again because I thought she probably made the most sense in terms of I like her abilities versus the Reapers with her barrier and her armor abilities, but also it makes the most sense with her because we're finding like artifacts and things like that, and that's just like right up her alley. So I brought her every single time, but this time I also brought James because he seemed a little bit invested now since he came down to the lab. I was debating between him and Edie, but I ended up going with him because he seemed to have like a stake in it now. And I did not do anything because I needed 6 for that. And I don't use the cryo. I think I maxed this out. And I think I did that. And then for him, I did the incendiary. I did the top one because I also have incendiary, so I don't need to worry about that. And here we go.
Cortez, what's the status on the probe we launched?
Tracking it now, Commander. I've confirmed that Leviathan's signal originates from this planet. Heard how, Anne helped us locate it. It's pretty spooky stuff.
Never seen anything like it. Can't imagine what's waiting for us down there.
Bryson's team called it a Reaper killer. From what we've seen, it doesn't want to be found.
It doesn't have a choice. We're here.
Sure, but now what? Let's suppose it is a Reaper. Is that the kind of help we want?
Nobody says we have to be friends with it, but if this thing has the rest of the Reapers worried, then we need its help.
Commander, new readings from the probe. It's narrowed down Leviathan's location. You're not gonna like it.
Let's hear it.
There's nothing but ocean. I show a concentration of structures floating on the surface, but the probe's giving us a signal below that. Way below.
Underwater?
Looks that way. The shuttle should still be able to reach it.
It's possible?
Kodiak is spec'd to nearly 1,000 atmospheres, but I've never actually tested that.
Guess we're gonna find out.
Status! Some kind of pulse hit us! Systems are shutting down! Brace for impact!
I don't remember at what point I said this, but at some point in my original filming of this video, I became obsessed with Cortez and his like amazing flying abilities and his just overall awesomeness. Because he's been so helpful this entire game.
Everyone all right?
He's always coming through for
Banged
us.
up, but I'm good.
How's the shuttle, Cortez?
Checking now. I'll see if I can get power restored.
Copy that. We'll look around.
Busted ships, makeshift shelters. We're not the first ones down by that pulse.
Could be Leviathan's last line of defense.
Okay, and I will obviously reread all of these again because these were really cool. The hull will hold. This is, I'm sorry, datapad log from Atten Brooks. The hull will hold, that's what they say. Whatever God watches over Ezo prospectors came through for us. Despite a hell of a smack in the water landing, the MSV Monarch displaces enough water to stay afloat. We're all thankful we're alive. Captain Pratt even ordered the champagne broken out. Helps perspective, I guess. The big puzzle? What downed us in the first place? Kunshan says it wasn't lightning, it was some kind of pulse. A directed energy weapon seems likely, but where would it have come from? There's no radio traffic, the whole bloody ocean is silent. Tonight, the techs are going to try rerouting the power to get a good mass drop before getting the thrusters firing. If all goes well, we'll be airborne in 24 hours.
Shepard, it's one of the artifacts.
Explains why no one gets out of here. Any idea how old these are?
To get bones that clean. Real old.
Datapad log Shen Kunshan. Attempts to get airborne have failed every time. The damage done by the pulses, if you could call it damage, doesn't make physical sense. The connections aren't fried, but the Monarch's thrusters disengage. The distress beacon is likewise dead, but most of our electronics are still functioning. It doesn't seem to be the result of shielding. Without a distress beacon, we've got no chance. I hear bad things about ration supplies, and I think that's why the captain ordered us to collect rainwater and set up tents on the deck. It keeps us busy. Brooks has been talking about using the Triton's weapons to try blast fishing. I agree, but I haven't seen anything that looks like a fish. I wish I were an optimist. Datapad log from Dr. Chai Lin. The rations will hold us 2 more days. Brooks sent a drone to the bottom and it came up with bioluminescent plant life. None of it is edible. I warned the crew not to eat it before my tests were done, but Romero and Mullins tried anyway. They haven't stopped vomiting and the dehydration wastes fresh water. We sent Kunshan's team on a raft over to the wrecks. They came back with spheres, some kind of organic-based alien technology, and nothing to eat. I want to believe they'll give us some answers, but if they had helped the other ships figure out what happened, they wouldn't be here, now would they? It's getting cold. And I said, oh shit, they're getting indoctrinated now. Because they got the spheres, and they're getting cold. Captain Abel Pratt. Ramos is our first death. He tried to throw one of the spheres overboard and something happened. Kunshan and maybe 3 or 4 others started beating him like madmen. I wish I was quick enough to save him. They showed no remorse, not even comprehension. It's clear I am no longer in control. I held a funeral to keep order. The crew would have been at his body like wild dogs. We compromised. He will be tethered in the water to attract scavenging animals that we will catch for food. If he doesn't get a bite within 3 of this planet's days, we cut him loose as a water burial. We've sealed the Tritons off. They're dangerous, especially given the crew's mental state. My kingdom for a shark. Encarna Camacho. I think I missed this one last time. The captain gets it now. He tried to lock himself in the ship, screaming that he had to fix it. We were gentle. 1 person for each limb. We let him rest on the sphere. Sometime in the middle of the night he came around and now he agrees. We won't leave. Why would we? I think this will be my last entry. Everyone here understands me. If anyone finds us, they might feel differently, but that can be fixed in time. It's so good not being hungry anymore. Definitely did not read that last time. Holy shit.
Looks like a damaged app.
Atlas. Different though, and it's not flying Cerberus colors.
Nice looking machine.
My
Bet
hair's
it's a
missing its
wreck.
color. Why's my hair broken?
I'm not recognizing.
Look up there!
Reapers! They were right behind us! Protect the shuttle! Cortez! Situation?
Swapping out the parts, Commander. Hang on!
Cortez!
Almost there, Commander.
Yeah.
Cortez, what happened to almost there?
In development, Commander. Fixing it now.
Cortez, I need that bird in the air!
Just a few seconds.
Oh, I love when I fucking whiff that thing.
Commander, I'm airborne.
Give us some cover fire!
Copy that. Another pulse hit me. Flight control scrambled.
Damn it! Cortez is in trouble! Get to him!
Commander, I've got enemy contact. Under fire.
Status.
Shuttle's a mess, Commander. That pulse knocked it right out of the air. We're not going anywhere.
Why not have the Normandy pick us up?
Same thing would happen to her. And the landing won't be as pretty. I'd say Leviathan has some sort of defense system in place.
And we aren't getting out of here until we find it. So how do we do that?
Well, you might be able to use a mech. Looks like it's rigged for diving.
A diving mech?
It's a Triton model. Military grade, repurposed for deep sea exploration. As long as the seawater hasn't corroded, it should be good to go.
Well, if that's what we have to do, let's get started.
Wait a second. Are we seriously saying you're gonna...
First, we'll need to restore power to get that cargo door open.
How?
I suppose we are.
These old Ballard-class ships are equipped with exterior power sockets. They use them for emergency repairs. You can strip the cells from the shuttle and use those for juice. Hang on, I'll get you started. Got a cell for you, Commander. Find somewhere to plug that in. Another power cell for you, Commander.
Here they come! Get another power cell, Shepard! We'll hold them off!
You got it, dude. My big gun back. But I didn't want to use it on little things. Shit. I feel like my squad was doing a lot better last time on their own than they're doing right now. In both of these missions, to be honest.
Cargo doors are opening, Commander. That mech is all yours. It should still have weapons capability.
Last time I didn't realize I was supposed to get in it right away and I was still killing things without it, and they're like, we need that! Or something along those lines, like, get in there and help us, or something. Excuse me. Fuck. I struggled walking through here last time too. It's just like I couldn't tell where my mech actually was versus where it wasn't.
Let's get you out of there and I'll do a systems check.
Whoa. Hey, Commander. Are you really serious about this plan?
Do you have a better plan?
We've come too far to stop now. The way home is through Leviathan.
Okay, SEALs check out. Oxygen pressure is nominal. Systems are a go. It's as ready as I can make it.
Let's go.
Shepard.
I'll be fine. Closing hatch.
I don't know, maybe like a goodbye kiss just in case I'm not fine?
Engaging systems. Ready.
Testing comlink.
I read you.
I don't like this. I don't like this!
Commencing dive in 3, 2, 1.
How do you get out of the water? Does it have like little propulsion jets?
Suit holding up, Commander.
Looks good so far.
Good. Getting some commentary here. It's on the
Copy that. Cortez? Cortez!
I hate this. I'm not in control, right? No, okay. that mean we're getting too deep? Oh my god, I'm in control.
Not sure if you can read me up there. Looks like I've finished the major descent.
I feel like I'm playing Bioshock.
Can't see much from here. The suit is holding up. Emergency systems have come online. Life support operational.
These jellyfish are really cool.
Shutting down all non-critical systems to preserve remaining power. Not sure how much juice the emergency thruster will need to get me back to the surface. Can't worry about that now. Getting some strange readings from the probe. Something is definitely down there.
We're like way too deep right now. The pressure is in the red.
Reading the probe directly below me. Looks like the final drop.
It's the
Can't see anything just yet.
drop down. Dude, that's so low. We're not gonna make it. That's too deep. That's too deep. I'm dead. Well, everybody, it was nice knowing you.
Found the probe. Seems intact. I'm gonna keep moving. What is that?
It's interesting because you walk slower the deeper you get, like the more pressure that's on the suit. It's kind of cool. What are those? Fishies or bubbles? Oh shit! Oh shit!
I had to find you.
This is not your domain. You have breached the darkness.
You killed
It looks like a Reaper, but it
I need
doesn't
to
look
know why.
metallic.
They are the enemy. One that seeks our extermination.
We need your help, sir!
But I thought you were a Reaper.
Oh, that's what that meant.
They existed long before.
Then what are you?
Something more.
So he's not a Reaper. Just a super old life form?
Your mind belongs to me. Breathe.
Shit.
Anne?
They copied this
What's
design.
happening?
Your memories give voice to our words. Your nature will be revealed to us. Accept this.
The galaxy's at war with the Reapers. You defeated one. Why aren't you fighting back?
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Then help us stop it.
None have possessed
I
the
hope he likes what he
strength that
sees.
cycles. Your own species could be destroyed with a single thought. But you are different. I have witnessed your actions in this cycle. The destruction of Sovereign, the fall of the Collectors. The Reapers perceive you as a threat. And I must understand why.
Hell yeah, they do.
Our kind was the apex of life in the galaxy.
Because I'm a badass.
The lesser species were in our thrall, serving our needs.
Help us and I'll show you why.
They were cared for, but we could not protect them from themselves. Over time, the species built machines that then destroyed them. Tribute does not flow from a dead race. To solve this problem, we created an intelligence with a mandate to preserve life at any cost. As the intelligence evolved, it studied the development of civilizations. Its understanding grew until it found a solution. In that instant, it betrayed us. It chose our kind as the first harvest. From our essence, the first Reaper was created. You call it Harbinger.
You built that machine despite what you saw the other races experience. Why?
You cannot conceive of a galaxy that bends to your will. Every creature, every nation, every planet we discovered became our tools. We were above the
Holy shit!
lesser species. The intelligence was envisioned as simply another tool.
And now we all pay the price for your mistake.
There was no mistake. It still serves its purpose.
How did you remain hidden all this time?
Our extermination is not complete. Some survived and found refuge in the dark corners of the galaxy. I am their progeny. Over the cycles, all races were controlled, removing traces of our existence as we directed them to. In this way, our survival was kept secret from the Reapers. Today, we reach out through the fragments and watch for discovery.
Fragments? You mean the artifacts we found?
They provide a window into the galaxy. Tools for exploring the events of this cycle for the safety of this world. Through them, we watch, we study, and remain in the shadows.
How did the intelligence defeat you?
To find a solution, it required information. Physical data drawn from organic life in the cosmos. It created an army of pawns that searched the galaxy, gathering this data. There was no warning. No reason given when they turned against us. Only slaughter. Only the harvest.
Tell me about the Reapers.
Each harvest ends with the birth of a Reaper. Perfect in its design. Each formed in Harbinger's image. Our image. Each Reaper has the power to influence organics. Over countless cycles, this ability was refined, perfected, and gave rise to indoctrination.
But what's the point of all these harvests?
The intelligence has one purpose. Preservation of life. That purpose is not being fulfilled. It directed the Reapers to create the mass relays to speed the time between cycles for greatest efficiency. The galaxy itself became an experiment. Evolution its tool.
Will it ever end?
Unknown. Until the intelligence finds what it's looking for, the harvest will continue.
What do you know about the Crucible?
We have watched its construction before. It has never been completed. Those who have tried still fell victim to the harvest. Its outcome is unknown.
Okay, you made your point. Will you help stop this cycle?
I have searched your mind. You are an anomaly, yet that is not enough.
Wait!
The cycle will continue.
Can you help us?
No! You've been watching. You know this cycle is different.
We will survive. You will remain here as a servant of our needs. The Reapers will harvest the rest.
You release me, no one has to be harvested.
Nothing will change.
The Reapers know where you are.
You can't just watch anymore. You have to fight. Even if you survive the battle today, the Reapers won't stop. Ever. Release me and we have a chance to end this once and for all.
Like hell.
I've earned it. Out there fighting, where you should be.
It is clear why the Reapers perceive you as a threat. Your victories are more than a product of chance. We will fight, but not for you.
How many are there?
Lesser race. We were the first, the Apex race. We will survive. And the Reapers who trespass on this world will understand our power. They will become our slaves. Today, they pay their tribute in blood.
Indoctrinate the Reapers? Holy shit. Okay, but also, can you, like, shoot me out of the water, please? There's no way. That one sounded like Shepard's back. It sounded like that one was like, huh?
We're good to go. I don't know what the commander did, but the pulse is offline.
Thanks. See you later, guys.
Damon, we got a Reaper inbound.
Oh my god. So maybe I shouldn't have destroyed those orbs? Get it, 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 get it. We've got indoctrinated Reapers on our side. Oh. Oh. Damn it. That would've been so cool.
Shepard! Goddess! She's freezing.
What?
Are you all
Does
right?
she sound all right?
Yeah. I'm fine. Hell of a headache.
Don't ever do that again.
Liara, were you worried?
I've got Ann Bryson on the comm.
Good. Put her through.
Commander.
You feeling better?
Yes, thank you. I'm doing fine. What happened?
We found it, Ann. We found Leviathan.
Was it worth it?
I don't know. We proved it can't hide anymore. That it's a part of this war just like us.
Sounds like an amazing story.
One for the history books.
Well, I look forward to hearing all about it. My father would appreciate this, knowing the truth is out there. In the meantime, Admiral Hackett has asked me to join his scientific team. We all have our part to play.
I should get to it.
I don't know why.
Take care, Anne. And thanks for all your help. Shepard out.
But I get so excited every time someone new gets added to the team for the Crucible.
Commander, I finished reading your
Under
report.
pressure.
The Alliance wanted more intelligence on the Reapers. I'd say we got it.
Our people will be studying it for years to come. They're already calling it the Leviathan Codex. It rewrites galactic history as we know it.
Whatever else it means, it tells me the Reapers had a beginning. And maybe now we'll provide them with an end.
It's really cool knowing that.
That's one way to look at it. I guess it's the only way. So go out there and make it happen. This is a big step in the right direction, Shepard. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So I will try to have lined that up as well as I possibly could, but sorry if it wasn't exactly in sync, but still probably better than watching me rewatch it. But let's go through and see everything that I got. Holy shit. It's maxed out! It's maxed out! Oh my god, okay. Volus Dreadnought Kuunu. I got this from scanning. The Volus have only produced one Dreadnought, the Kuunu, named after the diplomat who negotiated their client race status with the Turians. The Kuunu is the only Volus ship of its class, but it is remarkably well armed. Its broadside cannons and main gun are all Thanix magnetic hydrodynamic weapons. A Turian general touring the Kuunu after its maiden system voyage enthusiastically declared that the ship could char a planet 3 times over. While its construction was funded entirely by the Elkos Combine Corporation, the Dreadnought was jointly gifted to the Vol Protectorate in Turian hierarchy upon completion. Shadowbroker Support Team. The Shadowbroker's strength lies in her connections. Dr. Liar Tassoni has a team of operatives able to procure almost any supplies at any time by using an extensive network of bribes, blackmail, and favors. This logistical support has become important to building the Crucible, as the disruption of communications and travel makes gathering resources risky at the best of times. Governor Grothin Pazness. The governor of the Batarian colony Kamala was outspoken in the early hours of the Reaper assault, blaming the Alliance for the destruction of Batarian convoys that were in fact destroyed by the Reapers. Now liberated from his world, the governor has undergone a dramatic conversion. His daily extranet videos rally his formerly conservative, xenophobic subjects to embrace the Citadel species as brothers and sisters in arms. Unlike many Batarian politicians, he also avoids micromanaging military affairs, content with inspirational tasks and the logistical nightmare of providing urgently needed relief to Batarian refugees. Void Devils Fighter Wing. The Void Devils are a recent military creation consisting of Vorcha fighter pilots trained by human and Turian mentors. Though uniformly younger by other species standards, the Devils have laser-like focus on the task of taking out enemy ships. Courageous in the extreme, they are also notably disciplined for Vorcha. During the invasion of their homeworlds, the Devils fought hard but ultimately obeyed the order to retreat while the wing was still intact, leaving them alive but burning for revenge. Vorcha Labor Team. These socialized Vorcha were a maintenance and calibration crew on a small scientific outpost orbiting Tyrix. Such skilled labor is rare among Vorcha, but not unheard of, since Vorcha trained by other species for precision tasks develop finely tuned nerves and senses. Additionally, this crew can heal cellular damage caused by radiation exposure, which is useful since the Crucible is being built where no planet's magnetosphere protects it, and extravehicular activity on its hull is often required. Liquid assets. No war can be fought without a bankroll, and the corporate mavens of Ilium know it. Having escaped the invasion, a so-called Gang of Five is leveraging their staggering financial power to acquire the best talent and materials for the Prothean device. They are doing so in necessary ignorance, believing they are hiring and acquiring parts for a new kind of fusion plant, as the device's existence is a tightly guarded secret. Leviathan Enthrallment Team. So obviously I just got this from this mission, and I did see this when I originally recorded. All the other stuff was new to me from scanning. A mixed species team of special operations soldiers have volunteered to covertly deliver Leviathan artifacts behind enemy lines. These attacks aim to make Reaper creature thralls of the Leviathans. On a small scale, this could cause chaos and disruption. On a large scale, and if given enough time, it could form an army of Reaper creatures dedicated to exterminating their own kind. The team's major limiting factors are the small number of artifacts and the reluctance of Alliance commanders to operate openly with such a potent weapon, for fear the Reapers might develop a countermeasure. Okay. This was just an update that I got. Commander Shepard's interview with Diana Allers about the attempted takeover of the Citadel noted Cerberus's tactical missteps, which improved the morale of the Alliance. I don't know. Alliance First Fleet. Improved treatments for chemical burns are being implemented by Alliance doctors and medics. I feel like I already read that one too. I don't know. Human forces fighting Cerberus took losses, due in part to a shortage of engineers in the Alliance Third Fleet. Half of Team Delta's officers have an N5 designation, with a few N6 soldiers in the ranks. They specialize in conflicts outside Citadel space. Delta is known for strict admission standards, professionalism on high-stakes missions, and the Alliance's loudest parties. When asked how senior staff looks at their off-duty rowdiness, Captain Matthew Brown was quoted saying, "After the shit we went through in the Terminus systems, they're just happy we're not burning down the base." Alliance Cruiser Shanghai. The Shanghai's most important part in the Reaper War to date was the evacuation of the colony Ukbar. Alliance intel reported Reaper forces headed toward Ukbar, but as a cruiser, the Shanghai was unable to land on the medium-gravity world. The Shanghai's captain quickly dispatched all its shuttles to help transport hundreds of colonists onto the ship, making over 41 shuttle runs in a single hour. The Shanghai managed to evacuate the entire remaining population. When Reaper forces arrived, Ukbar's capital city was as empty as if it had never been inhabited at all. Alliance Naval Exploration Flotilla. In peacetime, the Alliance's Naval Exploration Flotilla is used as a survey force to chart out new systems. The NEF came under fire in 2185 when several dozen service people were charged with withholding information on rich mining deposits in order to sell the locations to the exploration firm Baria Frontiers. The Alliance attempted to hide the controversy to little avail, as more and more officers were indicted. Eager to bury its shady history, the NEF has dedicated its entire flotilla and material resources to constructing the Crucible. Okay, Dr. Ann Bryson, obviously I got this from the mission. I did see this last time recording as well. Dr. Ann Bryson has survived her ordeal with Leviathan's artifact and retains most of her mental faculties. Her research into paleotechnology could be useful in understanding the Prothean device and the laws of high-energy physics that the Reapers seem to ignore. Asari engineers. The graceful soaring spires common Asari architecture look deceptively delicate, but Thessia's palaces, universities, and theaters have stood longer than most civilizations. Asari architectural engineers dispatched to the Crucible are testing the weapon's construction to make sure it can withstand tremendous amounts of pressure. If built improperly, the stress could tear the Crucible in half upon activation. Again, that was from the scanning. Vols engineering team. Elkos Combine is a manufacturer known for producing reliable but less expensive versions of higher-grade weapons and armor. Their scientists are adept at reverse engineering new technology. The Volus engineers rescued from Satu Ard are applying these same methods to break down instructions on how to create several dozen new plastics that must be integrated into the Crucible's superstructure. In a show of unprecedented generosity, Elkos Combine has waived all proprietary claims to any new compounds created by its scientists. Interferometric array. Normally, interferometric arrays are used to analyze planetary landmasses or to determine the astrophysical properties of stellar systems. The powerful array salvaged from the Hercules system can be used for something much more ambitious. The Crucible tunes into the mass relay's command switches. Installing the interferometric array into the Crucible's systems results in a real-time map of the entire galaxy, including the position of each and every Reaper in the Milky Way. Exogeny scientists. The Exogeny Corporation helped fund colonies all over the galaxy in exchange for a share of any natural resources found by the settlers. Jew's Hope was one of their richest claims. The colonists were obligated to turn over any Prothean discoveries in the ancient ruins on Pharos. A team of exogeny scientists studying the few scraps of Prothean materials found that Jew's Hope have become experts in their own right, contributing their knowledge to the Crucible project. Shadow Broker Starship Tech. The Shadow Broker's unnamed vessel served as both a data repository and stealth ship for the enigmatic information trader. The ship ingeniously drew its power from the thunderstorms raging constantly on the planet it orbited, relying on an interlocking system of kinetic barriers, grounding rods, and capacitors to avoid being ripped apart. These systems have been repurposed for sections of the Crucible that require the safe discharge of tremendous amounts of energy. Terminus Fighters. The Terminus systems team with planets rich in rare elements, minerals, and other raw materials important for the Crucible. Fortunately, the Terminus systems also have a great quantity of freighter vessels. Athabasca-class ships, while only lightly armored, can carry millions of tons of freight, with fuel tanks optimized for long, hazardous journeys. Advanced Power Relays. The advanced power relays are 15 kilometers of insulated wiring connected to switch boxes that regulate the energy flow. Installing the relays in the Crucible will prevent catastrophic power surges from overloading its systems. Haptic Optics Array. The Haptic Optics Array is an experimental computer user interface. Cortical implants allow users to see screens projected in front of them. A user's eye movements are tracked, syncing to hand gestures as they sift through data. While disorienting at first, people using the optics array report increased efficiency, and the technology has been adapted by several dozen engineers for use on the Crucible. Jovian Dissertation. I did get this before, so this is not my first time reading this one. This scientific data draws conclusions about the gas giant's ESAL's exceptionally powerful magnetic field, which has complex interactions with those of its moons. The mathematics used to model this complexity can provide new insight into the math of the Prothean device. A brief glance at the data hints at some kind of energetic pulse that might pass through the magnetosphere of a planet unimpeded, but any details are best derived by high-energy physicists. Radiation Shielding Sheath. The Prothean device is being built in space, where its inner workings may be vulnerable to cosmic radiation from nearby stars. While the construction plan has taken standard risks into account, a sudden turn in space weather could pierce the basic shielding and irradiate the device and crew. Superior radiation shielding used by orbital stations near the gas giant Cineas would provide a low-cost way to keep the device safe against all but most unusual energetic emissions. I also had read that before. Krogan clans. Fierce, toxin-immune creatures known as Cacliosaurs, once used as battle mounts by the Krogan, have been cloned from the fossilized Cacliosaur skull discovered by Commander Shepard. That was obviously new. And Turian. Turian's Spec Ops team. Guard Captain Vidanos heads a special operatives team that distinguished itself in the war on Tatris, tracking down Turian separatist leaders opposing the hierarchy. During the war, the Separatists rammed a ship traveling at FTL speeds into the heart of Tatris' capital. Vidanos' unit experienced their worst fighting in the Diluvian wildlands, unwelcoming marshes with a population deeply sympathetic to the Separatist cause. Okay, so that's really freaking cool. Definitely did not have that maxed out before all the scanning. So that makes me feel really good. I am going to go do this Dakuna one, though. I don't know how I missed it before. I feel like I should have done that a long time ago. So we're just going to do that quickly. Because I'm assuming this one, Dakuna Elcor extraction. I'm kind of assuming this is just going to be a scanning thing. I don't really know. Oh, oops. Is that what I needed?
We got your people off Dakuna, Ambassador.
Utterly sincere. Thank you for your assistance, Commander. This is not a debt we can repay.
Were you able to evacuate any civilians?
Yes.
How many?
not enough.
Ah,
Your
shit.
intel, right? I found these encryption codes on a Cerberus engineer. I thought they might be helpful.
Cerberus ciphers. That's exactly what we've been looking for. Thank you, Commander.
All right, guys, I am going to stop there. I'm going to put my outro. That was my original outro, so that will only include the Dr. Bryson DLC stuff. It's not going to include any thoughts on the Dakuna or the scanning stuff, but I kind of don't really need to give any thoughts on those. So I'm going to include the original outro so you can see my original thoughts and excitement now. Okay, I do need to stop this video here because we're already at an hour and 35 minutes. So I need to stop it here. Looking really quickly. So really, I have 2 missions where I need to find stuff for them. The fossil one and the ciphers one. I've got the shore leave and I've got the next priority. And that's all I've got right now. So I feel like I'm getting pretty dang close to the end. So I really want to do some exploration. I think I might just do that off camera though. And then I can just show all my war assets on camera because I have no idea how long that's going to take me. And honestly, like at this point, I'm not finding like story beats when I scan. It's just war assets. So it's probably like a waste of your time to just watch me fly around and scan shit. My original plan was try to do some sort of a stream or member stream where we just like hung out and did that. But I don't have time to do that, unfortunately, because I'm trying to get ready for my trip abroad. So I might just do all of that off camera, but I really want to get that done before I continue because I want to have as many war assets as possible. And I don't know how much I'm actually going to get with these next missions. And I don't know, I clearly don't need it maxed out. And I, at this point, might not even be able to get it maxed out, but I would like to get it as high as I possibly can, just for comfort's sake. So I think that's probably what I'll do. I also think next video, I'm going to do shore leave. I know you guys said to save that to like the point of no return, the end point, but I feel like with the Cerberus headquarters, we're going to the Elusive Man's headquarters. That's kind of a big deal, and I feel like that has to be pretty dang close to the end, even if it's not exactly the point of no return. I also feel like shore leave kind of makes sense now with the story because we just discovered this huge, what we thought was a threat, but is actually like a pseudo ally. I almost just died again. I think it kind of makes sense. And also, I feel like we would kind of be a little wanting that morale boost before going into this hub of Cerberus. So even if it's not technically the point of no return, I feel like story-wise it makes sense to do the shore leave now. Because I think after I do Cerberus, and I could be way wrong with this, but reading the description of this, Priority Cerberus Headquarters, this sounds like... Oh, it sounds like the point of no return. Once the attack is launched, the Alliance will be fully committed to the final fight against the Reapers. Assault the base or naughty. So this sounds like the point of no return. So I'm 100% doing the shore leave next video. And I'm going to just do the scanning off camera before then. So that's the plan right now. Not sure how long shore leave is, but I'm probably assuming like 1 video for shore leave. And then the next video jumping into the Cerberus headquarters thing. And I don't know if I'm going to find that Cackleosaur fossil or the Cerberus ciphers. I have no idea. I have no idea. At this point, it might be too late, but we'll see. This was really, really cool DLC, though. I had a ton of fun with this, figuring out what Leviathan was and learning, like, the origin story for the Reapers, the true origin story for the Reapers. Really freaking cool, man. Really freaking cool. So, that was awesome. That was so awesome. It was a great time. And I really enjoyed the actual missions themselves. I had a ton of fun with the structure of them. Thought that was really cool. So I hope you enjoyed them as well. If you did, please make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell button when you do so that you know when I post future videos because we're getting close. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have an amazing day.